Okay, the next thing we're going to do would have been to create the tail, but I'm noticing that I may not have enough wire for all that, so I'm going to worry about the legs, which cannot be attached separately later on, but the tail can be. I'm just going to come here and create a little tie through the body, and then I'm going to double back and bring it down this way to create the underbelly. And oh, I hate all this extra wire. And then the front legs. So things have a tendency to get bent out of shape while you're working, but the important thing is that afterwards you can come back and fix it all. Alright, so there's the head. Here's the underbelly. I know it doesn't look too hot right now. I'm just going to create a loop with my hand. I could have done it with the pinchers, but you can also do it with your hand, especially with this soft wire. And I'm creating the first leg. Now, I'm going to create a little bit of a structure here for the leg, as you can see. And over here I'm going to create a hoof, just like I did before. I'm going to turn it this way just because I work better this way. So I'll create the hoof, try to make sure it's at the same level as the other hooves, more or less at the same level. You can see I'm just doing the same pattern as I did with the rear hooves. And now I'm going to bring it up, and on this side, this can be really hard to work with when you have all this wire like this. On this side I'm going to create a neck that's going to come all the way up to there and then come back down. And what I'm going to do here, I'm creating the leg backwards now, coming from the opposite direction, and so I'm going to create the hoof backwards. It's actually I'm going to trace over this other hoof that I have here. Who knows if it's what the right word is, hoof or hoof. I've always pronounced it as hoof, and sometimes I bounce back and forth between hoof and hoof. But anyway, this is more than a notion. So you create that circle, then you come back and you create that backwards angle, and then you come up. So as you can see, we've created a hoof look. A little bit different than the front forward one, but it's more or less the same. Once again, I'm moving kind of fast because I know that you have the luxury of stopping the video and looking at it again and all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to dwell too much on one thing. Now here, I'm just going to create that kind of a muscular tone there, come back, and things really don't look too cool right now because it's just kind of weird. Once we're done, we have all kinds of wire left over. I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to tie this wire to this underbelly. And let's see, I think we're going to have to come back and finish this up. It's going to require a lot of attention. It's basically all bent out of shape, it's all out of whack, and so we're done. We've got the two front legs, the two rear legs, and the neck, but it all has to be reformed. It all has to be re-put into shape, so to speak, in order to create the horse that we really want to see, and we have to add on the tail. So we'll be right back.